Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to HPT. I'm Joshua Salvetti, the YouTuber that collects reliable trading data and builds profitable day trading systems based off that data. I love you guys, man. And today we're going to have a very special session, a very unique trade recap, because its primary focus is who, not how, right? Now, this is a lifestyle, right? Trading's a lifestyle. It's a mindset, right? You spend all this time, you put in all this work, not to get smarter, right? Because I know a lot of consistent traders that aren't that smart. You put in all this work not to become perfect. You put in this work and it just grinds you over and over like a rock against water, right? Really slow, a slow grind, right? And it molds you into becoming a certain individual that can execute on a dime notice, right? Like your execution skills are extremely high, right? So you go through these trials and tribulations so that you can learn these skills, right? And their mental skills. So we're going to be breaking down today's trade. We're going to be breaking down, the last days. Honestly, these markets have not been easy, right? These markets have not been easy. The last 2 days, we're going to break down 3 days, today and the 2 days before. And they haven't been easy, right? But did that cause us to question our strategy? Absolutely not, right? Did 2 days cause me to defer from the plan? Absolutely not, right? The plan stays the same. Every single day, I have the exact same approach. I have to execute it. And when I don't, that's when I lose money. So today we're going to be talking about this beautiful trade right here. Quick high-level breakdown. Open print is right here. We get a push down this morning. We get no moving average cross, therefore no trade. Price rallies back above open, and then we get a red bar that gets ignored. Why is it ignored? Because buyers push price above it. That's it. So at that moment, we get into the market long, right? So just real quick, I will show you. I called this out right here at 10:41 a.m. I'm in the market long. This is what the market looked like when I decided I was going to enter into SPX calls, right? So we entered the market long, and then we started to get a really nice push. We got a healthy moving average right here, no extensions, right? This is exactly what I want to trade. As a matter of fact, when I don't trade this, I lose money, right? So we got a massive push. Quick little breakdown. Look at, what is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 minutes of me just sitting and watching price go back, forth, right? Because once again, guys, the primary focus of today's lesson is who you need to become, not how to make a profitable trade. I could literally be like, guys, approach, execute. But that's not going to give you that consistency. You have to become the type of individual that can execute after 2 losing days, right? 3 losing days. I don't care if I take 5 losing trades in a row. I have to be able to execute on my strategy exactly when I see it. Because if and when I don't, that's where I falter. Right? So that was our long play that we took this morning. I'm going to whip out the charts here. Let's look into it. Let's see here. Give me a minute. Damn, I love coffee. Thank God for coffee. Right? All right, so let's go into the rest. Let's talk about the last 2 days real quick. Monday, I broke character. I made a mistake on Monday, and I want to talk about it. So Monday morning, price opens up and starts to sell off. Now, what's my approach? Open print, moving average cross, RBI, GBI, short play, right? Before we go further, if anybody is new to High Performance Trader, I want you to click the links below, and it's going to bring you to a website that's going to change your life, right? Now, guys, when I say change your life, what I mean is if you come over to my website, you are going to learn a 3-step approach, and it's going to take you less than 5 minutes to learn it, right? It's a 5-minute document. Now, this strategy that I break down in deep detail, right, it's a 3-step approach. Identify open print, identify moving average cross, identify RBI, GBI, right? If and when I see this criteria, I pull the trigger. Why? Because the data tells me to, right? So you come to this website, you click right here, you read the testimonials, you punch your name and email in this box, and I send you high-level summaries, which is a data report on my strategy on a weekly basis. I don't send it out monthly. I send it out weekly. We're currently sitting at almost an 82% win ratio over the last 8 months. So what this does is help us get extremely clear on what I need to do. The market is just endless opportunity. Price is going up, price going down, price is being choppy. Now, we get paid directly, right? Directly as much as our ability to execute our strategy. So our results are a direct result of our ability to execute a strategy. Our results aren't a direct result of us getting lucky. It's not a result of us predicting what's going to happen. It's not a result of us being smarter or cooler or more intelligent, right? Our results, meaning our profits, are a direct result of our ability to execute our strategy over a long period of time. Josh, why are we talking about this? Because it's the most important part. If you go on YouTube and you look at any other YouTuber that breaks down trading, right? They're going to go, oh, follow me. My strategy is amazing, right? And I'm going to tell you, yeah, I got a great strategy, but it's not the strategy that makes you profitable. Your car doesn't get you to work or doesn't get you to your destination. Your ability to drive your car gets you to work or gets you to your destination. Your car is a tool, but your car is only as good as the individual behind the wheel. This is the mentality, the philosophy that's required to become a constant, consistent, confident, competent, convicted, controlled trader, right? This is the only way. So, Josh, why are you going so hard on this? Because I made a mistake. I broke character Monday. I literally got in my car and drove it the wrong way, right? Well, actually, if the car is the strategy, I didn't even get in my car. Let's break it down. So price was selling off open print. It's Monday morning. I'm excited. I've done a lot of testing over the weekend, right? So I'm ready to get into the market. I'm doing a new study on the 20 EMA, right? So I'm going, okay, price sells off and we get some redness, right? I'm like, dude, this looks beautiful. I'm going to enter short and target 5367. Now what is wrong with this trade? It's not my strategy, right? This is not my strategy. Now, it's not like, I don't want to say it's wrong. It's just not the correct tool I should be using. Now, when I show you guys this data and I go, all right, look at this strategy. Look at how well it works, right? We got an 83% win ratio, right? What this tells me is I have the ability to identify opportunity. That doesn't mean I'm going to make money. because I still need to be able to execute on it. I still need to be able to get in the car, turn it on, and drive, right? Just because you got a Ferrari out front doesn't make you a race car driver, right? You need to be able to operate that Ferrari. You need to be comfortable sitting in the driver's seat. You need to know all the ins and outs of the car. You need to know what it feels like shifting in the second, right? You need to get very familiar with your strategy. And then you need to execute it appropriately. So when we get excited, right? It's the weekend and now it's Monday morning. We can't wait to trade. The price falls down below the 50. We got a red cloud and it looks like we're going to get a green bar ignored. So I enter short early because I want my stop to be outside the cloud. And then price rallies on me and stomps me out. Now, the takeaway from this is very simple. I didn't beat myself up. I didn't look in the mirror with disgust or hate. And we got to stop doing that shit, guys. When you have a losing trade, so fucking what? You're going to have losses. It's okay to have a loss. And I say this because I used to beat myself up bad over it. So what? It's a loss, dude. As long as you stomped out where you're supposed to, you won. Right? But at the same time, after I took this trade, like I said, I didn't look in the mirror with disgust or hate. All what I said was, Josh, you didn't properly use your tool. Now, for anybody that's ever built anything, right? If we got any roofers or carpenters or if you bought something on Amazon and put it together, right? Say you buy a bed set and you get all the hardware, you got all the you got all the material, right? You got the rack, you got the screws, you got the bolts, you have everything, but you're missing one thing. Your Allen wrench. Are you going to be able to put that bed set together? No. If you don't have the tool, you're not going to be able to put that thing together the way it was designed for you to put it together, right? Now, when it comes to trading, if I want consistent results, I have to utilize my tools appropriately. And when I don't, I have to understand that I'm altering the trajectory of my equity curve, right? Like I'm altering the results that I should be getting every single time I don't trade my strategy. I got in short, got stomped out on the next candle, and I'm like, okay, that was bad. Now, what added to this is I got in SPX puts. Actually, let me show you what happened to me, guys, because I got wrecked on this trade. I don't know if anyone else has been dealing with anything like this. If you have, put it in the chat. But I got in this trade. Where is it? Right here. No, right. Look at the fill on this. So I bought my contracts for $1,020, right? I put my stop loss in at $600. So I'm risking right around 40% on this trade. And my fill gets filled at $290. So I lost an extra $300 on top of this trade. Look at the wick that got me. Look at that wick, dude. I put a hard stop in at 600 and get stomped out at 290. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I just took a 70% loss on this trade. Now, there's two ways to deal with this. One is you can get extremely frustrated, upset, start blaming the market, blaming the broker, right? Damn brokers screwed me, gave me a horrible fill, whatever. Or you could be like, Josh, what'd you learn from this? Well, number one is when trading in extremely volatile markets, the fills aren't going to be what you're used to, right? And not only that, you broke character. You did not trade your strategy appropriately. Therefore, You deserve to lose money. I rushed the entry. So I deserve to lose money. It hurt. But you know what? So be it. On to the next. Pick up the pieces. I then took a long play here and a short play here. It was beautiful, right? Look at beautiful long play right here. Red bar ignored, long, and then a beautiful short play right here, right? So we were able to come back a little bit from that crazy mess that happened in the morning, right? I'm not even going to go over yesterday's price action because it was trash. This price action was trash, even though we did capture a short play there off open print, right? So now comes to today, right? Market opens up. Monday's low, right? Check this out. Really can't make any of this up. Hold up, guys. Hold up. I just got to get this right. All right, there we go. All right, so let me see. Okay, cool. Monday's low. Well, let's break down the pre-market plan here. Because once again, guys, every single day is the exact same way, right? Every single day we approach the market in the exact same way. A bullish or bearish pre-market plan. So even though Monday was tough, even though Tuesday was tough, I still go, hey, I'm coming into the market with what plan? I'm going to trade my process. Why? Because my process is the only way I make consistent money. When I stop trading my process, I can no longer expect consistent results. So this was today's pre-market plan. Critical levels of interest, 53383, which was Monday's low, and 53670, previous day low. Bullish scenario. Watching for buyers to show strength as we revisit Monday's low and previous day low. Looking to identify buying acceptance via HPT crossover for long plays targeting end of day and previous day high, right? So check it out. There's two things that can happen here, right? This is all I'm focused on. And obviously, there's about 2 billion things that can happen. But based on probabilities, there's two main scenarios. We are either going to blow past Monday's low up to EOD in previous day high, or sellers are going to control Monday's low and we're going to drop down, right? So that's the way I'm approaching the market. Now, how do I determine up or down? HPT cross. That's it. I'm literally waiting for my 3-step approach to tell me which way to trade. Easy. So now I'm going to go back to SPY alerts to show you guys exactly where I called this out and why I called it out. So here you can see April 16th, 10:41 a.m. in longs here, right? So once again, market opens up, rallies right into Monday's low, right? Like, and guys, I'm not Houdini. I just play the critical levels. I understand how the market operates. There's tons of liquidity up here at Monday's low. So therefore, if large money wants to make money, they're going to come snag these orders, right? It's just how it works. Price rallies into Monday's low and sells off. Now, there were countless traders on the Discord that caught that off Monday's low, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But for me, there's no trade because my criteria is not there, right? So I'm very strict when it comes to how I make money, because if I don't follow my strategy, that's when that's where all the mess starts settling in for me, right? So anyways, that's where I got into the market long. Now, you can see here, right? Okay, Josh, perfect criteria. You were patient. You waited, right? You did exactly what you were supposed to do. I got in the market long, moving average cross off open print. Now, when I get in this long, I immediately draw a box around the red bar that was ignored. Immediately. Why? Because this is what I like to call the area of value, right? This is This is the level that is bullish until otherwise, right? Market structure is going to tell us if the market is bullish or bearish today, right? How do we determine that? And not from predicting, but how can we look at this chart and understand who's in control? By identifying the RBI off open print, right? That's how we do it. In long, stop below the candle. And then for 45 minutes, I'm literally just watching price. I'm doing push-ups. I'm playing my guitar. I'm doing other things, right? Don't just stare at the chart like, oh my God, go up. Please go up. No, dude, just let the market do its thing. Just let the market do its thing. As long as we do not break below this candle, I'm staying in long. And then we got that beautiful push. It was absolutely beautiful. And then we ended up getting out of the trade. Why? Because the pocket. What do pockets mean? Pockets mean pullback, right? So anytime you get a pocket on the 5-minute time frame, or any time frame for that matter, you can pretty much guarantee that price is going to retrace back into that moving average. Now, sometimes I hold them, most of the times I don't, right? So that was our first play right there. It was beautiful. Very simple 3-step approach, right? And the moral of the story, guys, is going back to what we were talking about, is I can show you how to do this, right? You could join my Discord and execute these trades with me. But I don't want people just to join my Discord so that they can just, piggyback off our trades, even though that's fine. I want you guys to become killers. Everybody on my Discord is a killer in the market, meaning they're disciplined, they're patient, they know what to look for, and they know how to make money off it. That's the sort of traders that are at High Performance Trader, right? We're a Discord that doesn't just fish, but we teach how to fish. And it's all about becoming the individual that can actually pull it off, right? You need to be able to look in the mirror and go, you know what? I can do this. I know exactly what my tool is, and I know how to use it, right? You are only as good as your ability to execute your strategy. So I love you guys. I appreciate everything. It was a really rough beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday, but we managed our risk. We never let the account, I never let a trade go past 40% drawdown. Never, right? And I never let a losing trade keep me from executing my strategy the next day. Think about it like poker, right? Like if you were trading poker, or if you were playing poker or blackjack, and you had like 3 or 4 hands, right? And they were all losers. And then on the 5th hand, you get a king. Are you going to not bet? Of course you're going to bet. Not because your previous hands were losses, but because a king has a high probability of paying you. It's the same exact concept. If you have a couple losing trades, so be it. But the sooner you can realize that your strength lies in your ability to keep playing the game, that's when you really start to level up. So guys, I love you. I'm moving soon, right? So you guys are going to be seeing new backgrounds in these videos in about a month. I'm really excited. I locked down a nice house, right? So I'm really pumped. It's been a long journey. A lot of you guys been with me since the beginning. So High Performance Traders growing, man. We're doing our thing. We're putting in a lot of work. And I really love all you guys that have been here and supporting me in the team, right? All you guys that are on the team, I appreciate you. And even all you guys that are just getting the data reports, right? That is smart, dude. Learn the data, right? The more you understand this strategy, the easier it's going to be for you to execute, right? So in the description below, guys, I just want to say this before I hop off. I'm currently doing a 20, or is it 50? I think it's 50% off. You can literally join High Performance Trader your first month for $25. $25, and you could trade live on my team this strategy each and every single day, right? Your first month is $25. All you have to do is type in HPT when you're in the promo code, or I'm sorry, HPT 2025. It's in the description. Check out the description, join the team, make that decision to level up, and push yourself to become the absolute best version of you. And if you don't do anything, at least sign up for these data reports so that you can become a confident, convicted, controlled, competent day trader. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next lesson.